Okay, hear me out. Fungi are awesome. They're not just weird little forest dudes, they're everywhere, they're powerful, and some of them are basically nature's hackers. That's right. Mushrooms, molds, yeasts, and all those mysterious fuzzy things that make you question your life choices when you find them in the sandwich you left in your bag since third grade.
Well, at least there's nothing alive under there.
But don't let their odd looks fool you. Fungi are everywhere, insanely powerful, and some of them could literally turn something living into a zombie. Yes, we're going there. So let's dive into why I think fungi deserve way more respect. Let's start with just how massive fungi really are, not in size, but in influence. Scientists have named about 140,000 species, but it's thought there could be millions more out there. Maybe even up to 5 million. That's a fungal empire, folks. Fungi make up a huge chunk of Earth's biomass, often more than all animals combined, and they're absolutely essential for ecosystems. Every time you step outside, you're walking on a living underground network called mycelium, a fungal web that's basically the internet of the forest. Fungi break down dead stuff, recycle nutrients, and literally hold ecosystems together. Without them, forests would be buried under a mountain of leaves. So fungi are like the Wi-Fi of nature, invisible, essential, and occasionally glitchy. So, what makes fungi different from, say, plants? For starters, they don't do photosynthesis, they're heterotrophs like us, they eat other organisms. But instead of mouths or stomachs, they just spit digestive enzymes onto their food and slurp up the nutrients. It's like if you licked a sandwich, waited for it to dissolve, and then drank it. Gross? Absolutely. Effective? 100%. Their bodies are made of hyphae, tiny thread-like tubes that weave together into mycelium. Some fungal networks can cover vast areas. The largest known spans several kilometers, but at most grow much slower than that. Their cell walls are made of chitin, the same stuff in insect shells, which makes them tough as nails, and part of why fungal infections are so hard to treat. Fungi aren't plants. They're not animals. They're their own weird, wonderful thing. Speaking of tough, fungi are notoriously hard to kill. Their cells are eukaryotic, like ours, which makes it tricky to target them without harming human cells. But they do have unique features like chitin in their cell walls that allow some drugs to work. That's why fungal infections like athlete's foot can be such stubborn nightmares. Some fungi are downright dangerous. Chytrid fungi have wiped out frog populations worldwide, like a horror movie for amphibians. Their spores are tiny, mobile, and can swim through water to infect hosts. So, fungi can be helpful or terrifying, kind of like my ex. But fungi aren't just scary. They're lifesavers. Literally. Ever heard of penicillin? It was the first antibiotic discovered from a mold called Penicillium, saving millions of lives. Other fungal compounds are used in immunosuppressants and even cancer research. Oh, and let's not forget yeast, the friendly fungus that gives us bread, beer, and wine. That's right, your pizza crust is thanks to microscopic fungal workers. Now for the weirdest part. Ever heard of cordyceps? If you've seen The Last of Us, you know where this is going. Cordyceps is a real fungus that infects insects. It hijacks their brain, forces them to climb up high, and then bursts out of their body to rain spores on their friends. It's like nature's version of a zombie apocalypse except for bugs. The good news, cordyceps doesn't infect humans. Yet. The bad news, scientists are researching it for its medicinal properties, including anti-tumor effects and energy-boosting supplements. So, while we probably won't become fungal zombies anytime soon, there might be cordyceps in your protein shake. So, how do fungi grow and make more fungi? It's actually super cool and kind of like science fiction. Fungi can reproduce in two main ways, asexual and sexual. Let's start with asexual reproduction. This is when fungi make tiny parts of themselves called spores, without needing another fungus. These spores are made by special little threads called hyphae, which grow into the air and release the spores. These spores float away in the wind, ride on water, or even stick to insects to find a new place to grow. Some fungi even make fake flowers that trick bees into helping them spread. Now for sexual reproduction. When two fungi meet, their cells first go through something called plasmogamy. That's when their cytoplasms, the insides of their cells, join together. But their nuclei, the control centers of the cells, don't mix just yet. They stay as two, in something called a dikaryon. Later, their nuclei finally merge. This is called karyogamy. After that, the cell goes through meiosis, a process that creates lots of new haploid spores, tiny cells that can grow into new fungi. And just like that, the cycle starts all over again. Fungi can make millions of spores this way, and some can even launch them into the air at super high speed. It's how they spread through forests, fields, and even your backyard. So to wrap it all up, fungi are weird, powerful, delicious, medicinal, parasitic, beautiful, terrifying, and completely underappreciated. They shaped life on Earth. They could save us or ruin us. Either way, you've got to respect the mushroom. Let's give fungi the spotlight they deserve before they take it by force. And that's basically why I think Fungi Kingdom is underrated.